Hello and welcome to Pravus Gaming and the Last Federation. Alright, so, last time we got ourselves some Hydral technology, which has given us an option to use some new special abilities, something I have not used thus far in the game, and I should probably change that. I should probably make use of those in the next fight, so let's see what we can do on that front. But first we have to pick a fight with somebody. Who do I want to pick fights with? I don't know, who do I want influence with, really? Probably the Skylaxians, honestly. Yeah, let's go to the Skylaxians and see what we can do with them. How about we want to help destroy a pirate base? Alright. That'll make everyone like us. We'll gain some credit. We'll destroy a pirate. That's fine. These are the allied Skylaxian ships. And these are the pirates. So cool. Let's head this direction. Take a little bit of engine power out and get some shields, actually. So if we go over here and get closer to the enemy ship. Oh, look at that. There they are. Okay. Okay, you guys think you're so special, don't you? That's fine. Let's go ahead and switch the energy blaster and knock down your shields. We want... I don't know if I'm on auto fire right now, am I? No, I'm not. I'm definitely targeting their ships. I want to get in a position where I'm going to absorb a lot of enemy hits. In fact, right here is probably not all that bad. So what if, instead of doing... I just want to do a maneuver, I want to head this direction. Or actually, no. Let's do the consume lasers. Now we'll use this and we'll skip our turn, and everything that shoots us for the next 5 turns will give us additional attack power. So we're going to click this, and what's going to happen is an energy pulse is going to pop out. That's going to... Actually, maybe we don't want to use this yet. We want to get into a better position first. Yeah, never mind. Let's actually go this direction. We'll just continue to shoot at this ship for a little while. But our shields, basically, what's going to happen is an energy pulse is going to go out. It's going to eliminate all the bullets currently on the screen, which means we actually won't be able to absorb any bullets because they're all gone. We want to get in a position where we're going to be able to absorb, say, these shots. And we'll just sit here and absorb all their energy. Sweet, glorious energy. And increase our attack power for the rest of the fight. So let's move a little bit closer, continue shooting at the ship, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and use consume lasers right now. Bam. Now that energy pulse goes out, nothing is shooting. Cool. I'm going to go right over here, and I'm going to, I don't know, just shoot at things, but I'm going to get right in position to absorb all this energy. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm barely taking any damage of any kind. And say barely, I mean I actually am taking quite a bit. Okay, I thought that I would absorb all the damage. Apparently not. That's silly, but I did gain attack power. Let's go ahead and take a little engine power out, get a little more shields, maneuver this direction, and take a shot at their ships. I don't want to be close to that gravity lance, because that thing's going to do a lot more damage than I would like to deal with right now. We'll keep blowing you up. Bam. So I have, I think, no more turns left for my consume laser, so we don't want to sit in any more damage, but we did get a pretty hefty attack boost for the rest of the fight. Let's go ahead and blow this thing up so it can't keep shooting at us. Oh, hey, buddy. You want to fight? You want to fight, bro? Okay, fine. We're going to blow you up with all our glorious attack damage, and boom, you're dead. Oh, that's fine. The Skylaxians seem to be holding themselves together pretty well. Let's switch over to the energy blaster and see if we can blow up their pirate base enclosures, of which they currently have 5 that we need to destroy in this fight. No problem. We're not going to take any friendly fire at this point, so we should be just fine. Looks like the Skylaxians are launching a bunch of little interceptors, which is kind of fun. There we go. Blew one of them up. Let's go ahead and destroy some of their other defenses so that they're less likely to cause damage to the Skylaxians. Looks like that's a Skylaxian ship, so I'm not actually worried about these shots. They do turn them darker so you know what you have to avoid and what you don't. So all these colorful shots are things I know are coming from the enemy, and I want to avoid that. Let's go ahead and blow this thing up. There we go. That's fine. In the meantime, the Skylaxians are still shooting at things. Whatever, I don't care. Do your thing, Skylaxians. You're going to be a good ally for us, I think. Skylaxians are not a very powerful race. They're pretty weak militarily, but they are a very good ally as far as diplomacy and forming the Federation, so I want them to like us quite a bit. We undoubtedly will be making use of them throughout the rest of the game. See if we can blow up all these pirates. There's only one left. The Skylaxians are doing just fine blowing it up. We'll help them out, and bam, that's the end of the fight. The Evuk pirates lost power. Not the Evuk race themselves, just their pirates. Took 24 turns. We didn't take any hull damage, that's good. We destroyed a bunch of ships, a lot of people participated, everyone likes us a little bit more, we gained some credit, and we got some Evuk pilots, of which we could trade off to the Evuk race for a little extra influence. Not a bad idea, all things considered. Now, the Skylaxians have a reasonably strong ground force right now of 1.4 billion, that's their effective power. They only have 3 armadas right now, and very, very weak space power, armada power, that's 78. In contrast, take a look at the Burlusts, who have 966. If the Burlusts wanted to attack the Skylaxians right now, they could obliterate them. Now, why are the Skylaxians so weak? Well, in part because their economy is absolutely awful, and the economy impacts how quickly they can build these armadas. So if we improve their economy, they actually should be able to build up their orbital defenses a lot faster. So we're going to aid their local economy. The Thoraxians won't be happy, but I don't really care that much. Let's go ahead and speed up. And then there we go. We now have a positive economy. It's amazing how much influence you actually have over this stuff, but there we go. We just improved their economy by 135. The Thoraxians really didn't like that. The Scalaxians really did like that, and we gained a lot of credit. Cool. What's this? The Thoraxians have become spacefaring without us. The Burlusts have just researched technology. We found some new hydral technology around the Acution homeworld, so we'll want to deal with that. The Burlusts just found an attack of opportunity against the Skylaxians. Okay, so they've decided they want to actually do exactly what I was afraid of and kill the Skylaxians. How unfortunate. Well, we're going to have to find a way to try and make that fight into a wash. Not sure how we're going to do that. The Skylaxians joint ground invasion against the Burlusts. They want to invade the Burlust homeworld? I seriously doubt that's going to happen. We are planning a non-traditional ground attack against the Burlust. We are working on recruiting other enemies of the Burlust to join in. If you can punch a hole in the defense of the Caspar, we will handle the rest. We could gain influence with them. The Burlust would really dislike us, though. I mean, absolutely really dislike us, and they would hate the Skylaxians. I'm just going to ignore this. Nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to have any negative effects. Small creature begins to over-reproduce. Lots of not-so-creature... Economy... See, the economy and the environmental scores on their homeworld is now starting to drop. Except if this is an Acutionome planet, in which case they harvest the creatures for an economic gain. And yeah, okay, that's funny. Well, either way, let's go ahead and head to the Acution homeworld. We'll ignore this war for now, but we'll pay attention to what's going to happen. Let's go to the Acution homeworld and see if we can do anything. No? Maybe it's over my homeworld here. No. Yes. Okay. So it's a hostile act, technically, but we are going to conduct a space-based raid against the destroyed Hydral homeworld and see if we can find some lost technology. We'll lose influence with the Acutions, but we're going to gain a lost technology. Now, this is where the expansion comes in. So those of you who have the beginner's game, or the vanilla game, may not experience this, but we'll see. Alright, these things can shoot a freaking lot. Not a fan of that. Let's get a little closer. Switch to the minigun. Auto fire for now, I guess. Oh my god, look at how much damage these things can do. Yeah, the Hydral homeworld can do a lot of crazy stuff. We really don't want to get too close to all these things. It will annihilate us. Woo! Look at these things. Dangerous as heck. Dangerous as freaking heck. Yeah, the Hydral homeworld is dangerous. I've said that several times, but I want to make sure I emphasize that point. You don't go here if you're not planning to do a little bit of risky endeavoring. Alright, let's go ahead and back away from these and destroy some of these artificial intelligence ships that are wandering too close to me. We'll blow you up, no problem. You're getting a little bit close for comfort, so we'll just go ahead and back away, make sure we're nowhere near all the planetary defenses, and we'll destroy all their mobile ships, so that they're not going to be a threat to us while we deal with the planetary defenses. We'll see if we can destroy this defense emplacement. Once you destroy the defense emplacements, a lot of these bullet hell things will go away, at least in this radius, so we really want to blow this up. It's going to take a while, though. The minigun is actually really ineffective. We probably should be switching to our energy blaster. We're too far away to make use of the gravity lance, so I'm not going to bother. Try to avoid all their shots. I'm looking at these things with great suspicion. If we park right here, we're probably going to be fine. We're barely in range. Should be out of range of most of their stuff, except for some missiles, which are dangerous, but we'll be okay. Come on, blow them up. Takes a little while, it turns out. Turns out these are pretty tough, tanky little platforms. We can do it. We can view it. Come on. Come on, buddy. Don't get hit by this thing. I don't want to get hit by that. It's fine. Just don't do it. Pew, 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 pew. There we go. Okay, that thing's down, so we're going to start seeing a lot of these things start to go away. We need to get over to this Hydral Technology Lab. There's one here, and there's one over here. I'm going to prioritize getting over here, but it's going to take a bit. Jeez Louise. Not a fan. I could do some cloaking technology and just try to pass through it, but I think they're going to keep shooting anyway, even if they don't know that I'm there. And even if they're not looking for me, they could just unintentionally blow the crud out of me. So let's not do that. Let's not die. Dying would suck. I don't think you can really die in this game. I take that back. There is one way you can die in this game that I know of, and that is to lose a duel with a Burlast warlord. If you lose a duel with the Burlust Warlord, you're out. It's permadeath. That's the end. Everything else, though, you tend to just sort of hyperspace away before you lose. So, not much to worry about on that sense, unless it's an Iron Man game. Then it probably would actually have permadeath, which would suck for all of you involved. But we're not doing that, so we're probably just fine. Come on, get closer, blow this stupid thing up. Come on. Oop, backtrack, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Oh, you stupid claymores. What are you doing? No, no, no. Thank you. Bye-bye. Blow up, please. Not in the mood to keep shooting at you. You take forever. What was that? Oh, my deployment jammer is now available, apparently. I don't really care. Who cares? It's fine. Just blow up. We've got a 43,000 health left. Stupid. Blow up. Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. Oh, wait, it actually puttered out just before it hit us. That's fine. Come on! Jeez Louise, just blow up! Why does this have to be so complicated? Thank you, sir. Alright, let's go ahead and get closer. Actually, no. Well, yeah, let's get a little bit closer and auto-fire so that we can use a special ability and just cancel out a lot of these bullets. What do we want? Mercenary Hotline? Don't care. Operation Wolf? Deploys an attack squadron of 9 wolf predators. Don't care. Cloaking field, sure, why not? We're going to cloak, knock all that stuff out of the way, and then we're just going to get closer. And once the cloak has run out, we're just going to sit here and we're going to access the base. Not much to worry about. Actually, we're docking right now, so all things considered, we're doing just fine. These cutters are actually hurting quite a bit. They are cutting directly through to my hull instead of doing damage to my shields, which I'm not a fan of. Come on, just dock with the darn thing. I have to stick right next to it. There you go. Unfortunately, I reset my progress. That was stupid of me, but whatever. Because we're not shooting, notice that it automatically set my power to all shields, by the way. So the game is smart in that sense. It says, oh, good, you're not using your weapons. You probably don't want to divert all your power to the weapons, because then you could die. So, there we go. Dock with all Hydral Technology Labs. Done. So, we did take quite a bit of damage, but we'll end up being just fine. We destroyed a bunch of ships. The Acutians are unhappy with us, but we did discover Resource Diversion. Now, what is that? Good question. Let's do some tech progress and find out. Resource diversion. There we go. Lost Hydral research. So we could give this to anybody. It increases the resource collection during cooperative mining dispatches. Sorry, we can't give this to anybody. This is only to affect us. If we wanted to mine some resources on different worlds, that would actually be pretty useful. We probably don't care about that very much at all. So, no. I'm probably not going to use that. That was a little bit of a wash for us, but whatever. It is what it is. The Thoraxians, notice by the way, are extremely strong. They have a Space Armada force of 1,512. It's pretty ridiculous, pretty cray-cray. But, yeah, they're going to be a problem if they don't want to join our Federation, and they probably won't. We actually can go over here and take a look at the Thoraxian Queen. So each Thoraxian planet has its own hive queen, and she has her own mood based on her local circumstances as well as the Thoraxian situation in general. Dealing with one hive queen versus another, you may get better or worse steel depending on their moods, which basically changes every time she gets into, shall we say, hatching season? When she's laying a bunch of eggs and she kind of goes through her hormonal period, she'll have a different mood. Right now, her mood is very warlike. So she's dangerous in that sense, because it's pretty likely she's going to declare war on a nearby race, perhaps the Andors, and they'll just get wiped out. Her next potential mood swing is very soon. Scary. We probably want the Thoraxians to like somebody, or not feel inclined to destroy somebody. I don't know who, though. I don't know what we could do. We could try to improve relations with somebody. I'm not sure who. Maybe we want to try to get the Burlusts to stop fighting the Skylaxians. Could happen. They're already attacking the Skylaxians, so maybe we want to kill their warlord, gain some influence over them, and try to make them end their war. So if we made a deal with, let's say, one of their secondary warlords, MacLeod, okay, make a deal with him, we could challenge him to a duel. Now what's going to happen is if we kill this warlord, then we will gain 100 leverage with the prime warlord and 800 with the others. We will gain a lot of influence over the Burlusts. Their warlord will die, and a new one will descend to power. Now, I think that because it's a secondary warlord, not their prime, there may not be as much of a power vacuum, but I guess we'll find out. This is particularly dangerous, though, because if we fail, that's it. There is no surviving. It's a duel to the death. So we're going to start this duel and see what we can do. There's a ship. The War Fire Flash. It's a Warlord's long... what is it called? It's a long ship, apparently. Cool. All right, we're going to do our energy blasters. We don't need shields right now. We just want weapon range and some energies. Engines. So let's get closer and see what we can do with them. He has a really long range, and he does some particularly unusual attacks. These duels are rough in the sense that it is very much a bullet hell. Like, very much so. So you have to be particularly careful when fighting a Burlust Warlord. It's pretty easy to lose, and we're trying not to lose, but it could happen. So we're just going to kind of try to navigate and sidestep as much of his damage as possible, but we don't want to move a lot more than we have to. Yeah, see, like right now, we're probably safe. We probably shouldn't move. So let's stay exactly where we are. Oh, now we want to move a little bit, so let's do some more damage. Okay, we can avoid these shots if we just move, like, right here. Oh, that, however, is going to hurt. So let's make a beeline for this direction and see what we can do against knocking out his shield. Now, his shields are already down. He has a ridiculous amount of hull, though. 5,845,000. Yowzes! It says that the minigun will be our best bet, though. So let's go ahead and back up, set our minigun to work on him. We'll try to stay at the very edge of our range and do... Oh, we're actually a little bit too far out. Okay. So, whoop, no, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Just barely sidestep. We didn't sidestep at all, apparently. Well, maybe we did. Yeah, it actually missed us entirely. That's pretty cool. Come on, get closer. Get a little bit closer, buddy. You're barely out of range. There we go. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Just kind of avoid all of his shots. We can do that. We can do that. These duels are dangerous, as you can see, and he's going to get a little bit more powerful as time goes on. For example, do we want to absorb all those shots? You better believe we don't. Guy will murder us. Straight up. Easily murder us. Just kind of have to learn the pattern and avoid them as best we can. We're probably going to take this hit. No, we didn't. Actually, we managed to avoid that. Oh, okay. Now we want to get a little bit further away and avoid these shots. Now, he's going to shoot them directly at us, so as long as we keep moving, we're probably going to be fine. We want to keep in range as best we can. There we go. And if at any point it looks like we're going to take a freaking ton of damage, we can always use one of our special abilities to nullify all of the shots. But this is easily the best way to gain influence over the Burlust. Now, what you'll notice is this particular shot, they're shooting out toward me, and then they're doubling back toward his ship. So we're actually about to be in a pretty dangerous spot. We probably want to actually reduce our weapons and get our engines up so that we can try to avoid all this stuff as they're about to hit. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous indeed. Come on. Avoid all these shots. There we go. We're going to avoid everything as they double back. We're not going to be in any danger whatsoever. Perfect. Perfect. See, the Burlast Warlords can be dealt with. It just takes a little bit of... Okay, what is this? This is new. These things are going to shoot out at me and possibly cause a lot of damage. I'm not very happy about that. Let's back away from him a little bit. Back away. Yep, see, there we go. More bullet hell. More bullet hell. But we'll deal with it in due time. And again, if we're at any particular risk, we'll just use a special ability. The secondary warlords are not that much easier to deal with than the prime... Oh gosh, we just took a lot of damage out of those shots. Did you notice that? It wasn't very many, just by sheer number, but it did a freaking ton of damage. He's down to 1.3 million health, though. So I think we'll be okay. We'll have to deal with him. This is going to be kind of a tricky maneuver. What if we go this way? There we go. Just sidestep all his damage. This little shot that he's shooting out here, no problem. He's down to a few 100,000 whole health left, though. We can deal with it. Little bit by little bit. Come on. Come on, buddy. No problem. Everyone says that the Burlusts are really hard to deal with in this game just because they're so gosh darn warlike. What'll end up happening is a lot of the Federation will band against the Burlusts and you can't make them join. I don't think it's really all that hard. You just have to spend a while making the Burlusts, you know, have good diplomatic relations with, say, the Skylaxians, and you just have to kill a couple warlords to gain influence, and bam! They join the Federation and they become a super powerful military force. Well, that's one Burlust warlord dead, end combat. We destroyed it. We didn't take any hull damage, fortunately. We destroyed his ship. The Burlusts now respect us quite a bit because of our power, and we have a lot of leverage over the other warlords. So what would happen if we wanted to use that? For example, we could go to, I don't know, Gayfon is apparently their prime. We can see here that we don't have any options because of blackmail, so I guess that's not actually that useful. We could, however, spend some leverage. No, wait. Yeah, we'll lose all of our leverage with this particular secondary warlord, Burlorn, to put in a good word with their prime, who's Gayfon, and they would like us, well, a little bit less, but we gain a lot of leverage over their boss. We could have said, look at their military industrial complex. We could tell them to stop attacking the Skylaxians. Let's see. Hello, you have reached the Skull Throne office of Gayfon. Another warlord recently died, so I'm in the middle of resulting gigantic bar fight and cannot answer the phone right now. If you're calling about a peace treaty, forget about it. Try again in 29 months. I don't think this bar will survive longer than that. So it's going to be a while before we're able to force the Burlusts to stop attacking the Skylaxians, and it would cost us a lot of leverage, which we don't currently have, unfortunately. We could trade away all of our influence with the other guys, but we still wouldn't have enough. We'd be like 76 below that or something. We need to get more leverage, is basically what it comes down to. What we could do is, duel another guy, or we could try to find, say, some dirt on them, some bribing stuff. Can we give technology, buy blackmail against the Burlusts? We'll only sell you blackmail if the evoc attitude toward the Burlust is less than 0. Okay. So what we could try to do is make the evocs dislike the Burlusts. We could do a hostile act. We could damage relations with the Burlusts, and they will dislike each other a bit over time. We'll lose influence with them currently, but that'll be fine, I think, and it will spend us a lot of credit to do so. So I guess one question we really have to consider is how much do these guys dislike currently like the Burlusts? Not much. It's actually almost positive. So if we do this hostile action, damage the relationships with the Burlusts, it'll spend a little while, so we don't want to go too fast. We want to make their attitude is now negative. Right? Yes. So we're going to cancel the dispatch before we spend any more credit. We lost 360, but now they're technically in the negative, I think. So friendly acts, buy blackmail against the Burlusts. It would cost us 10,000 credit. We acquire a random piece of evidence against a Burlust warlord. Execute the deal. Bam. Murder cover-up, apparently. Okay, so if we go to the Burlusts now and talk to the warlords, who do we have? Who was it against? Blackmail. Gain 30 leverage with Din Paul. Was that it, though? That's not a lot. 30 leverage with Gaifon. That is not a lot of, That is not a lot of influence. I was kind of hoping for some more leverage that we'd be able to use against Gaifon. We may have to kill another one of his secondary warlords in order to have enough influence to eventually tell them to stop attacking the Skylaxians entirely. You can see here, by the way, that there's a pretty sizable fleet of Burlusts currently attacking the Skylaxians. They have a lot more powerful. The Skylaxians are in danger right now. They could lose. Straight up, they could lose. That would be really bad, of course. Of course, the alternative... Oh, wow, 1.2 trillion. The alternative would be to go to Skylaxian territory and try to buff up their defenses. Or get other people into the war to defend against the Burlusts. That could also happen. I don't know. It may or may not. Maybe we want to improve relations with the Skylaxians with somebody else, like, say, the Thoraxians or so that they feel inclined to defend the Skylaxians against the Burlusts. So make them dislike the Burlusts, make them like the Skylaxians, and then bam! Problem could be solved, right? Maybe? I don't know. Kind of hard to say. We'll find out later, I guess. That's enough for this video, though, so thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus with The Last Federation. If you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.